Good evening, good people. I want to welcome y'all to another episode of the Corner Convo. It's going down. This is episode 17. As normal, as usual, I just want to give y'all a little bit of history about what happens on the corner.
A corner, like thousands of others across the country. It's a place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Now, my name is Ahmad. Say what you want, just spell my name right. That's A-M-O-N. You heard me?
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
I always mean that shit. That shit always hits me different every time I hit it. Let's go with the fan favorite, if you will. We got my man Big Stace, aka the Bully, but to you call him Dion.
You better go somewhere with that black power shit. You know that shit gets no play in this ride.
That nigga really be on that shit too. That should be too funny. Then we got the #1 draft pick. No introduction needed.
You got to do certain shit. It's just enough that people know that you know I go where I need to go to get it done. If you push my button, there's no telling what I may do. Stab you, choke you, bite you. I mean, whatever it takes to make a motherfucker stop existing.
Facts.
And bring the whole squad together, man. You know you gotta have a smart guy. He prefers to call himself
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Yeah, I just, before we get started, want to shout out Lila, Dylan, and Kennedy, my biggest fans. What up?
Oh, hey, man, you know what? Dion is so disrespectful. How is one of your biggest fans in my house, fam? Like, how does that work?
I'm disrespectful.
Man, don't call out my daughter like she's.
How am I disrespectful? I said my children.
And then mine. Like, nah.
They're my biggest fans. Hater.
All right.
Damn. Hey, just so y'all know, Abasi sent somebody over to disconnect my mic. All good. Be a new one here now.
The mission was not accomplished. They only getting half the fucking fee.
Still hit his man. This motherfucker got a Dodgers hat on though. I just lost money on the Braves. Fuck.
In LA, it's for Lockwood and Augusta, but it is a Dodgers hat. You're right. Man, that was a good ass game and a good series. The Braves, they choked it away. It's okay.
Yeah,
the Dodgers are the better team though.
Yeah.
Well, how
I missed that, John. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, I'm not really fucking with the baseball shit like that. But how's everybody?
And
Whoa.
Go ahead, good day, bro.
Did you just say you not fucking with the
he
baseball
said
shit
that.
like that? After this weekend, when we had our little first round table, are you telling me after you told us you was the coldest thing since sliced bread in the north side of Mississippi? Are you telling me just now?
I'll put y'all fucking fingers down, man. What are y'all doing up here?
Don't step on nobody. Whoa.
The finger don't work though. The shit don't work.
So
go ahead, Mon. Explain.
Absolutely.
Explain yourself.
I actually hate watching the game of baseball. I hate it. I think it's the slowest shit ever. But when I played the game of baseball, it was magic. Okay. I was scouted by Gordon Tech and Pats.
These are high schools, bro. These are scouted by high school.
We did not scout him ever.
What?
But it's also high school.
Never.
It's high school, bro.
That's how cold I
Gordon Tech
You
did
don't
not
scout
scout
high
this
school,
bum.
bro.
Anyway, you know what? We're getting off topic.
Do that.
That's funny. Much as I played basketball, I hated playing basketball video games. Shit was the worst. I hated it.
It's the worst.
Shit.
After that was it for me. No 2K, no live, no nothing. Nope.
Hey, I never got it.
Give me a real basketball, I'll do some work. The controllers, you're gonna beat me about 160. Easy.
Because your damn paws was all over the shit. You was hitting all 4 buttons at the same damn time.
Might have been it. And I only shot with one player. I shot with Kobe every rep.
Oh yeah,
that was it.
He had the cheat code. I want to also make this quick announcement, man. When I be yelling at profits is up shit, like it's a real thing. listenership is way
From?
viewership is way up. So I would encourage or I would employ you people to go check out.
Implore.
What'd I say?
Employee.
Take y'all lads back and listen to these episodes
Yeah, I can say employ though. I can't say employ.
McKinday, please.
if you want to. You can say whatever you want. It might be wrong, but you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, bro.
That's just
That's what Dion is trying. Dion's basically saying, yes, you can say whatever you want. However, that was not the correct use of the term that you were trying to use
okay.
in
All
the
right.
context
Whatever.
of what you were trying to use.
With regards to the Twin Towers, my apology, guys.
I was just going to let
know
it
what people
go for
mean.
the sake of. I've been grading papers all day, so I'm done. I got it.
That's cool.
Implore.
Just go check out.
Go ahead and employ.
Go check out the last episode 16. It was dope. We touched on what's our old school mental health, and actually it kind of rolling into what we're doing this week. But before we go there, I also want to say that we do have a special guest tonight that's going to shed some real enlightenment on a lot of things that we probably don't talk about or think about as men. Okay. Now, I guess we got to get into your trash ass Bears real quick.
Yeah.
I know you've been
like call them trash. Call it what you want. You did pick them, which is funny.
I did. I'm smart. 5-1.
No, you didn't pick them. You just followed me and Dion. You didn't have any. You literally initially picked against them. Like,
No,
it's on record. Man. The fact that you think you can say that you did shit or didn't do shit that's recorded, that you actually watched over, that's the part. That's the part, my brother. That's
So,
I mean, well, when I did the poll, we actually did pick him on the show. We picked him.
no, but he changed his pick.
he picked the Bears on the show, and he went against his boo, which is cool. Bears went out, did what they were supposed to do. Teddy Bridgewater looked like a game controller instead of a quarterback. The defense did their thing. The Bears covered very well, and next week they have the Rams, who really only have
Win. That's a win.
Aaron for who?
That's a win for the Bears, and I'm still picking the Rams.
What?
I'm still picking the Rams.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm excited right now. The Bears are 5-1. I think they have. I just hope that the nation or the national media doesn't catch on, because when that happens, things go out of whack. We're just under the radar. I called Green Bay getting their ass whooped, which they did, and we're looking good. We're in first place, and just so I can get my pick out of the way, Bears over the Rams by a touchdown or a field goal, and I'm sure McKinday is going to follow suit.
Listen, I'm definitely going Bears. My only concern is Nagy trying to do his Andy Reid impression at the wrong time. There was a couple of opportunities for some very basic hand the ball off to the dude who don't fumble and gets 2 yards plays. And he decided to do the play where you throw it to the man in the out of bounds line, he kick it back to you, and then you spin it around on your nose. Like, I get where you're trying to come from, but I need him to calm that down. No, the Bears are definitely going to take care of business. I think the Rams, we saw today, they easily rattled, man. At the end of the day, if you get to most of these quarterbacks, the reason why Patrick Mahomes and Murray in Arizona and Jackson them, not just because they all black, even Jared Allen in Buffalo, it's not just because they running, it's because you ain't putting no heat on them. Jared Allen was running dudes over today. You ain't putting no heat on them. So at the end of the day, with Foles, he going to get rattled if they start tapping at them ribs a couple of plays. He start catching a couple of these, he going to get rattled. So, yeah.
Who's checking Aaron Donald next week?
That's now Aaron Donald is the
Josh,
one problem.
I just want to.
He's the one problem. No, that's a fact. Aaron Donald is a problem. But guess what happened today? They neutralized his ass.
Is Josh Allen and
What I say?
I know what you meant.
Jared Allen, Jared Goff. Jared Goff. He got the Jared part. That's who we busted next week.
Right.
Who you got, Mon? Who you got next week, Mon?
He's got the Bears.
Who we playing again? Sorry.
The Rams.
LA Rams.
Oh no, I definitely got the Rams.
What'd
you
say?
already know I'm going.
I definitely got the Rams.
You got the Rams?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the Rams as well. You know, you won't catch me picking for the Bears this whole season.
So you just gonna take the L the whole season. Like you're not even
every year.
Okay. Can we just end this segment then?
No.
Like, let's not do this segment.
Watch this shit right itself.
Are not useful. It's just me and Dion. Maybe me and Dion. Just me and Dion do this segment.
No, I mean, I don't proclaim to be all knowing about everything. You know, sometimes I just scale back and let y'all do your thing. That's
but you don't know jack shit about this.
That's fucked up.
You talk about being all knowing. You don't know jack shit about this.
Did you just do that old school?
Yeah. Throat was itching. Pause. So anyway,
tickling you, huh?
So, two for the Bears, 2 for the Rams.
All right, cool.
All right.
Before we get into the show, I just wanted to couple quick hits. The boxing this weekend was amazing, as well as a few other things that we had saw. But the Isaiah that y'all mentioned, that shit blew the fuck out of me a lot.
You know what?
I didn't understand what that was actually. What was that?
He just Isaiah hates Mike, and it'll never end. It'll never end. It's okay.
But what was the whole thing about the 6 being total? I didn't understand.
I don't see shit wrong with it, man. But I'm not gonna go back and think about it no more. You know where Isaiah's coming from.
Where's that even
you know where he's coming from. So I mean,
I don't
what
know.
does it mean that the 6 would have been total? I'm just lost.
No, you know, Isaiah still looks for a reason to hate because you know he kicked the man off the squad, but didn't even let him get a tryout. So it's gonna happen.
Mike denied that though, didn't he?
He said that Jordan would be trash if he didn't have Pippen. Is that what he said?
Yeah, we don't have
to figure out. What did he say?
Well, he didn't say ass. He said he wouldn't have won, right?
That was the quote. He
wouldn't have won. I mean, he's not lying. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody to win. That's basic.
He needed everybody he had. Shit.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So Isaiah wasn't wrong, you know, but because of the source, it's always gonna be taken as venom, and it probably is venom. You know what I'm saying? So
30 years later,
yeah.
Old as
I also gotta touch on my black excellence. I always try to find some black excellence out here in the streets. I don't know if this is black excellence, but it kind of fell in the category. So Google donated like $2.3 million to black-owned tech companies in Atlanta. Thought that was dope. So there are a lot of
you gotta get some of this tech.
they're gonna come up and do their thing. So again, shout out to everybody that's doing some app shit, some technical shit, some things that we need out here in these streets.
I believe Chase is doing something like that too. I believe Chase put together a fund for black home buyers because they had identified that there was like a dispropensity of the loans going to black people for the buy homes. They established a whole fund just for black folks. I thought.
Get some of that.
That was good. That was good for $15. That was good.
That was good. Good $15 word, brother. But you know what? We say fuck 12 a lot. I say it as well. But let's give them a little kudos. A child was doing e-learning in their home, and in the camera, they caught an 18-year-old man trying to stick his penis in the mouth of a 7-year-old girl. Fuck you, buddy. And he had the audacity to have tears on his face in a mugshot. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, buddy. Everything you got coming to you in prison, you earned it. And there's no telling how much he's done that wasn't on camera. I wonder how many other children are in that fucking house as to deal with this monster, man. And that's disgusting. That's the kind of, I don't wish death on nobody except everybody. But him, you know, fuck him.
I want to give him, I don't even want to give him too much attention, but I definitely got to give him the biggest. Man, if you don't get your goof ass.
E-learning been popping a lot of criminals though, fam. That's fucked up. Yeah, a lot of these goofies been getting caught on e-learning.
But that's a whole nother topic. We'll get to another day.
Yep. Yeah. It is though.
Let's get right into it, man. We got a guest host.
This month. What is this month?
It's breast cancer. Breast cancer
awareness month. There you go.
Breast cancer awareness. I want to continue the conversation. We talked about mental health last week as far as men's mental health. This week, we just want to talk about men's health. And there's a friend of mine that I think is very necessary for this conversation. He's a staple in Chicago. He's a staple in hip-hop. His name is Antwone Muhammad. I want everybody just to go ahead and put your hands together for brother Antwone Muhammad, man. This dude here, man, this brother here has been...
What's up, good brother?
Through his journey through hip-hop and through his story. Let's see what's going on. Let's see, where you at, Twan?
Now, when you say men's health, you know, you're talking about the things beyond eating and exercising and sleep and hydration and things of that nature, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about, honestly, this kind of also, you know, we're blending. This particular first topic isn't exactly the monthly topic, right? First topic,
Right.
something, this kind of what framed it, to be honest. So my little sister had like twisted her knee or something. And my older brother, we got like a little video group chat. And my older brother was going in like, yo, you need to go to the hospital. And she was like, nah, I'm straight. It ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to relax it out, give it a day. But he kept driving on her like, go to the hospital. You got insurance, all that. So it dawned on me like, man, Joe, like, do women do that for men? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of where this came from, like this idea that like, how hard do people have to drive on us to just get basic mental care, just to go to the doctor and get a checkup? I mean, mental is one thing, but still, just like literally, just go to the doctor, get a checkup. You know what I'm saying? Or you feeling the pain or whatever. So yeah, I'm just saying that's kind of how we start talking about Twone, because he operates in that space a lot.
Cool. He's with us now.
There he is. This is the first the first bully, you know what I mean, that I was introduced to. Actually, one of my favorite.
The video, actually.
Yeah. Twone, man, I want to say thank you for coming on, man. I want to welcome you to the Corner Convo, man. First of all, how you doing, brother? And I'm sorry for the delay. Can you hear me? So you
see, mine did the voice check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We all know what happens when he does it.
Okay. Well.
I don't think I can hear you, Twone.
Yeah. Okay. I saw a little red dot. All right. Well, keeping things moving.
Yeah.
You know.
Mine.
Yeah.
You should put it back in the waiting room and then type the message in there.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's also a traditional, the old, not traditional, but the olden ways of thinking. Men didn't typically, you know, we were taught to be brute and, you know, forceful and everything, and being caring about your health for some reason was looked at as sensitive or not important. When in all actuality, that shit is very important. You know, you can be a tank on the outside and be trash on the inside. You're worthless then. You're just a shell, you know.
Okay, we're having some technical difficulties. Twone, can you hear me? What is?
That's a bummer. I'm looking forward to this though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is a subject. I can hear you.
Let me ask you this, Dion. Like, you know, you as an athlete as well. You know how the game goes, right? Like you on the field, you're on the court. You don't want to come off because you know it's somebody thirsty to snatch you off your spot. Even if that person garbage, you don't even want to give them a shot. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like for me, some of that comes from the fact that like, if I was on the field and I got dinged up a little bit, I'm not gonna come off the game, right? Like a lot of that for me is where that came from. That basic like, nah, I want to be in the game. It ain't even just about that I'm scared or I'm worried about some other shit. I just want to be in the game. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about like being on the field and keeping yourself healthy. If you work out and, you know, stretching is very a thing of the past for the kids now. I got to make sure that the boys stretch every time. And if you stretch and eat right and do all of the normal things, you'll be on the field. And it's all about stamina as well. If you can't stay on the field, somebody gonna come get you. It's a wrap.
So how do you do that with Dylan though? Like, so if Dylan
works straight,
if he gets a little bit injured, or if he feels like it was an injured play, do you push him to be like, man, go get checked out, or is it more like how you feel?
So we have this simple thing of, is it an injury or are you hurt? He'll tell me.
Makes sense.
He's hurt, or is it an injury? No, I'm hurt. I'm good. Like he hyperextended his knee, right? It looked awful when I saw it live. But honestly, if this boy didn't work out like he did, that leg would have snapped in half. It's all about stretching, working out. It was a bad injury. He missed 1 week and he was back on the field. I didn't rush him. He wanted to play. And that's one thing I'm not going to do. If he's injured, I'm going to just let it happen.
But do you think that plays into how we think about going to the doctor as adult men?
See, I don't know how it has. I just feel like you got to find out what's up with yourself. I always use my birthday as the yearly physical exam because you got to know. You don't want to be surprised. You know what I mean? So I just use my birthday as a physical exam, and I try to pass that along in the household. But there's a lot of guys that just don't go to the doctor.
Period.
I'm trying again. Twone, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Right.
There we go.
Bingo. What's up, good brother? How you feel, man?
Man, I'm chilling, y'all.
Good.
Hey, I guess maybe I'll edit all that shit out, man. But I was saying, first of all, thank you for coming on. All right, I definitely appreciate it. Welcome you to the Corner Convo. You know, I've known you for quite some time. I followed your career. You're definitely one of my favorite wordsmiths. If people don't know, the man got bars, like for real. Like this shit is ridiculous. Some of the double entendres and shit that he comes up with, and just listen to some of his old.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, for real, for real. So I was just basically telling everybody, man, we dealt with mental health, men's mental health last week, and found out a lot of things about, you know, the brothers on the corner. And then once we released the video and the audio, man, the response that we got back was crazy. So I said we had to maybe just even talk about men's health as a whole. And you were one of the first people that came to mind because you always putting up posts about these different magic potions that you drink, and I see you just sleep upside down like a vampire, all kind of shit. So,
it's good for that back, though. It's good for the back.
See, you know,
yeah, my virgin favorite.
You know, so I wanted you to, you know, come on and share some of your expertise, man, and you know, use the platform for, you know, what you do and how you do it. And again, we can talk about your project and everything else, man, but I just think you're necessary for the conversation.
Man, praise God, man. I'm thankful to be here, man. You know, man, we've been bros for a long time. McKinday in here, I thought I swore I saw him earlier. Where you at?
Yeah, I'm right here, Joe. I'm right here, Big Gabz.
Peace to the God.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm grateful, man, to be here. So, yeah, man, I practice a lot of self-care. You probably see this thing on my neck now lighting up. I'm sitting here getting me a shoulder and neck massage in right now. I'm big on self-care, man. Self-care is everything, you know.
Well, Gabz, let me ask you this, man. 'Cause what we was talking about, man, is in a lot of ways, man, like all of us come from places where men were a part of our lives in one way or another, right? Whether it was a positive or negative influence, there was a grown man somewhere pushing you to do something. And what we see is no matter what that walk of life is, somehow we get to be adult men, and it don't seem like nobody pushing us to go get checked out at the doctor. It don't seem like nobody pushing us to go, you know, get that extra checkup or that exam or whatever. So, like, what do you think that come from? Like, you know, I know a little bit about your background. I ain't gonna speak on it because it ain't my history, but I know I know that you had that similar influence, right? So, like, what is it about grown men that we don't get pushed to go to the doctor like that? Or what is it that makes us fight that?
Man, it's ego. In my humble opinion, it's ego. It's to me, it's part of the toxic masculinity we taught as young men growing up. Right? When we have young men in the community, or even our sons, sometimes as fathers or uncles, we find ourselves at some point telling a little boy, well, put it like this. A man has two children. The daughter falls and hurts herself on the porch. And we get down, oh, baby, you okay? Come here. Oh, you good? And then when the boy falls, we say, man, suck it up.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts, bro.
Right? So a lot of times as young men, we grow up with the involuntary, it's almost like a subliminal thought process that we don't matter, we don't count. And I worked in healthcare for 7 years. I negotiated the contracts that a lot of the medical hospital systems and doctors' offices have with the health plans in Chicago. And when I go to the doctor's office, I see mom and kids. Dad ain't never there. The dad's Superman, right? Shit can't happen to dad. Dad, I'm good. Just make me some tea, make me some soup. I'm gonna keep it moving.
Right.
So daddy,
Interesting narrative.
What's this big lump I've been feeling on my neck? It's probably nothing. Let Let me put a little alcohol, green alcohol on it, soak in some Epsom salt, and keep moving.
And look, that's an interesting. But Gabz, real quick, can you mute your TV? Is your TV volume on?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't have it.
That's a bossy.
Really, a bossy? That's what you want, bro?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, bro. It wasn't. I'm in tune with the show.
So I hear women say that a lot. I hear women say this idea that like they wear the cape, but I think that we're talking about two different things, so I don't want to try and blend them. But one of the other things that we talk about is like, so this month, like on this show particularly, we're celebrating like cancer, you know what I'm saying? Or not celebrating cancer, but we're celebrating cancer survivors.
Yeah.
Celebrating the fight against cancer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like even that's considered to be a feminine issue. Even that's considered to be something that's exclusively to women, right?
Right.
So like how do we better educate brothers who already don't want to go to the doctor, don't halfway want to hear none of this, been conditioned to think of it a certain way, and then on top of that, you know, think it's a woman's issue.
Good question.
Man, in my humble experience, man, well, one thing my journey's taught me is I ask brothers two things. Would you want to deal with death on the front end or the back end? You could be proactive of like, every doctor that I've spoke to hates the way they practice medicine. The reason being because primarily in most communities, particularly Black and Latino communities, we have a messed up concept of what healthcare is. We think the emergency room is going to the doctor. It's not.
It's not. Facts, bro.
The emergency room is to be utilized for just that, for emergencies. The best way for us to empower doctors to practice medicine is to go to the doctor right now. How everybody feeling right now? You feel anything going on with you? This the best time to go to the. If you don't, this the best time to go to the doctor. Why? So the doctor could get a snapshot of what a mind looks like when he's all good.
Right.
With what McKinday looks like when he's all good. So that way, when something deviates off of that, from that space, they're able to pinpoint and say, oh, I see it right here. But oftentimes we don't go to try to solve a problem until it's become really bad. And what we don't understand about Western medicine is it's based on the average American. Well, our average American is way overweight, suffering from heart disease and threatening diabetes and all type of stuff. So when you go to the doctor and you get blood work and the doctor tells you you're fine, it don't mean that Armand is necessarily fine or McKinday is fine or that Antwone is fine. It means you okay according to the average American. So what are we saying really? Well, it's saying you really just as messed up as everybody else, so you all good.
Right. I got a quick question for you, brother. Oh, go ahead, Dion. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. I got a quick question, man. You obviously know McKinday and Amon, and they know more about, your journey than I do. But when someone is just serious about their health, things like that, something has to initiate that drive in them. What kicked it off for you?
Man, unfortunately, man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. What kicked it off for me was being faced with a big problem, and I guess that's why I advocated so much. My mentor once told me, he said, "Man, Twone, it's only 3 things in life that cause a person to change. It says they either change when they know enough to change. Who changes there, right? Like, raise your hand if you know greasy food is good for you. When the last time you had some greasy food?
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? We know enough to change, but who changes there? Nobody, right?
Right.
So the second level of change is when you ask yourself, do I care enough to want to change? And then even when we ask ourselves that question, we keep going. And then it's the final level where everybody starts to look at change is when you hurt enough to where you have to change.
Thanks.
And there I was sitting in front of a doctor being diagnosed, and I had to do something. So now you got to go cold turkey versus if once I learn information and I know enough to be able to change, start gradually incorporating it into different things into my regimen, healthier choices, so that I can avoid being in a situation where I'm hurting to the point where I have to change.
Got it.
Right.
That's great.
That's a good bet.
That's great information. And I never even looked at it like that. I like what you said when you said, do I want to deal with death on the front end or the back end? You know what I mean? Like, I think that goes in a lot of people's head. You know what I mean? It's like, be proactive at the end of the day. That's what I get from it. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Man, if I had a nickel if I had a nickel for every brother I know that told me, man, Twone, I hear you, but man, I got a buddy right now, man, Twone, he was asking me a year and a half ago, Twone, don't you think you're going a little overboard with your diet? I mean, you don't, at the time I was doing 100% raw. Don't you think you're going a little overboard, just raw fruits and vegetables all day? Don't you think that's a little overboard? Like, man, I don't really see the point of that. I can't give up X, Y, and Z. And then there he was being told by a doctor, if you don't give up X, Y, and Z, we're going to have to cut your damn feet off.
Oh.
So now you're looking at the brother that was doing too much, or was that subjective? Was I doing too much, or was you doing too little?
Facts. That's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
I'll tell you on some real Twone, man, on the real Twone, like, I think that, like, it's so easy to just, like, have a conversation for the sake of having a conversation, bro. But every time I've talked to you, particularly as we, like, you, it's a couple of brothers, Obari, Dr. Obari, like, it's a couple of y'all cats out here, man, that's really, really, really for real about making sure that it's upfront and personal for me as a brother. And I think that was my point in this. Is like grown men generally don't feel pressured enough from other grown men to go get checked out. We get pressured from the wife or the girl or the mom or the nephew or whatever. But you don't get enough brothers putting the hand on your back like, bro, just walk in the door. At the end of the day, if they prescribe something that you ain't rocking with, you ain't got to take it. Like, if you think it's overboard, no, I'm saying real shit. If you think it's overboard on some like pharmaceutical shit, if you think it's some trial drug, they just trying to get over you, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing to consider. But at least you had an opportunity to see and assess what's going on. So I just appreciate you all, GP, bro. Much love to you, man. You know what it is, man. We stay moving.
Dion, you got something?
Yeah, Twone, I know of you, all the way back from my guy Q Bella. You did some songs with Q. Way back. So did you have to change, or did you want to change your delivery that you used to have in the rap game when you went through your setback?
Good question.
Hold up, ask me that again.
You can do it, man. You got the mic.
He said, did you make a change from, let's say, like, to take me back to Chicago to now present day, if we're talking about the quarantine? I do hear a difference in you, right? And your delivery, your voice inflections. Was that something intentional, or was that just something that naturally happened because of the setback?
Man, I'll keep it 100 with you, man. Life happened to me. A lot of the stuff that I was overthinking, I realized something about our minds, man. A lot of the stuff that exists in our lives as in the form of problems, what our eyes view as a problem, is really an optical illusion. And the reason why I say that is because right before I was being diagnosed and the doctor was telling me that the cancer was back. Matter of fact, McKinday, this was right before the event we did at the promontory. So let me share this real quick with y'all. This is what I learned about our mind. I was at Club Light when Club Light was popping on Tuesday.
Yep.
I was there with my buddy for his birthday party. That day I wore my favorite denim jacket. It was a little shabby little Ralph Lauren jacket.
We all got them, bro. We all got the favorites.
Wasn't nothing really special about it. I put a little wash on the sleeves. It was just my jacket. I rocked with that jacket.
That's my shit. So
I wore that jacket to the club. Long story short, my jacket came up missing. Right at the end of the day, one of the barmaids was trying to help me find my jacket. We couldn't find it. She said, sir, you seem like a nice man. I believe the universe is going to reunite you with your jacket. I'm sad we couldn't find it. I looked at her and I was like, man, thank you. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, I knew
that was coming.
Right.
So then there we was 1 week. Now, mind you, y'all know what Club Light is.
Yep.
1 week later, I'm at Bar Louie in Matson. Barmaid come out from behind the bar. I'm looking like, man, shorty kind of decent. I don't remember her. Man, she was at the party. Yo, she was at the VIP couch next to ours. Yo, that's a nice jacket. Damn, that's about a medium. Damn, look at that watch on. Look at that watch on the sleeve. Oh, man, that looked like my jacket. So I walk up to the sister and I ask her, sister, that a Ralph Lauren jacket? She draw back like this. Why you ask me that? I said, I'm just a fan of Ralph Lauren. I'm just a fan of some of the Ralph Lauren stuff. I wear it. I was just curious as to where you got the jacket. I was actually thinking about getting a jacket with an old wash on it like that. Do you mind sharing with me how you got that jacket or where you bought it, if you bought it? She said, my brother gave it to me. I said, all right, cool. I go sit down at my table. If you know anything about me,
I've been mad, bro.
Always talking shit. I'm talking big shit. I'm talking big shit to the waitress. Your coworker ain't shit. She a thief. She boom boom. The waitress like, sir, I think you tweaking. But because I beat the story up so much, not knowing they best friends, she talked to the girl when she went in the kitchen. She said, girl, where you get the jacket from? She told her, why everybody a dude asked me about this jacket? She like, girl, I know, that's who table I'm serving. But where you get the jacket from? She told her buddy, I stole it out of my brother's closet. All right, that's a formality. She don't know me like that. She don't got to tell me what she stole from her brother.
This is right. This is visible in hood court.
So I'm like, all right, cool. But because they best friends, she knew to ask her which brother. She got 4 brothers. Her answer to her was, girl, I don't remember. Now her buddy on suspicion. Now the waitress come back and say, so I think it's some truth to what you're saying. Matter of fact, her brothers grimy. They be getting down on people sometimes. I believe that is your jacket. So here I am. My jacket gone. This girl was sitting at the couch next to mine. She got the exact same Ralph Lauren jacket, same wash on, type of wash on the sleeves. She was at the same club I was at the same night. If it was possible to send somebody to take somebody to court over a stolen jacket, I would have won that case with a landslide. She would have had to deal with the judge, right? I got so frustrated, I couldn't prove that was my jacket to security. I left Bar Louie. 3 days after that, my roommate called me because I'm at the crib talking about my jacket every day. He's salty about me talking about the shit so much. So he couldn't wait to call me. He sent me a picture of a jacket in the trunk. I'm like, what's that? He said, Twone, Leah was sitting next to you at the club. She left to go to the DR 4 hours after we left the club. Your jacket been in her trunk all week. That wasn't my jacket that the sister had on, y'all.
Damn. Damn. I didn't see that. That's a movie right there, brother. That's a movie twist.
I was ready to call her all kind of raggedy ass bitches.
It was sorry. And here go the realest shit. Had that been a dude, that could have played out totally different.
Yep.
Right? Had that been a dude, it could have played out totally different. And I would have been dead wrong. It wasn't my jacket.
Right.
So then that experience made me ask myself, where else does this exist in my life?
Okay.
What people in my life or what things in my life create this false reality that ain't even real just because I believe it? And we say it all the time.
I'm used to that pattern. I'm used to that
and we
pattern.
Say it all the time.
Yeah.
Right? We say it all the time. I got favor. God give me favor. I'm God's child. You know, or some of us use the term, the black man is God. I'm a God. We only want to own that when it's things in our life that we want to accept. But what about all that bullshit in your life you attracted? Just because you believe some shit that ain't true.
Yep.
Right.
And it'll build a reality around you that makes it appear to be so real. And it's the most untrue, false thing in the world. So it made me get a grip on things that I was feeling. Times that I was sitting in front of a doctor, telling the doctor I got neck pain, and they look and be like, we don't see nothing. And I'm like, the devil will lie, my neck killing me. It wasn't pain that I should have been talking about. It was anxiety. Anxiety created the pain. So sometimes what we identify as a problem is really something else. So that's why it's important for us to go to the doctor. Back to your question, for us to go to the doctor and get checked out when we find, because you may notice certain things. Man, Amon's always riled up. I notice he always, so now when you come about this pain as a doctor, I know to ask, now how you been feeling? How's your spirits been?
Yeah.
Well, man, maybe I need to get you with somebody, some counsel or what, or maybe I need to get you to a neurosurgeon to kind of see what's going on, because what we think is the problem oftentimes isn't the problem. A lot of times the problem is us.
Hey, brother, you fucking, that was an excellent fucking story, nigga. Like, I can't wait to replay this because I'm sure there's some jewels that I missed because I'm living and I'm in the moment right now. Like, that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Yeah.
Man,
and the fact that you called old girl a barmaid, first of all, we're not that old to use the term barmaid. We're not doing that. I let it pass the first time. I said, I'm going to double back on this, brother. And then he said it again. No, we're not doing barmaids. All right?
The bar wench.
Before I let you go, though, Twone, I remember I hit you, man, and I listened to the latest project, Quarantine. If y'all ain't got that, go get it. You know what I mean? Google it, Spotify, wherever you go.
For sure.
Bruh, I was so, first of all, I'd be so happy when I hear my niggas come from a whole new place and the music fits the place.
Oh, watch the dishes.
Good job, baby.
It was just, it was just a breath of fresh air for me to just hear you again, for real. And I think it was well received. I'm still, it's still in rotation for me. You know what I mean? It
was life. Though, to answer y'all question, it was life.
Okay.
Life. I told that story because things over the years of mine, I've always been very insecure about my voice on tracks. Even though I rap, I hated the way my voice sounds because the way I would hear it in my mind and the way it would come out when I record it was night and day.
Gotcha.
And it took me to go through what I was going through to turn my I don't give a fuck on. I turned on my I don't give a fuck.
My voice is my voice. Like, this is who I am. Right. Yep. This is my voice.
Yep. This is my voice. This is what I got. So I'm gonna just unapologetically express how I feel it, and you take it how you want to take it. And ever since I adopted that approach, the records come out superb.
Yeah.
That's a good way to move in life, period, though. Unapologetically, man. As long as you're not moving like a fool, unapologetically is the way to go, man. Really, because that's what's in your heart, your spirit, and your soul, bro.
It's only one of you.
And,
you know what I'm saying? You can
only. It's been a blessing.
And man, I can't say. I mean, I'll speak for everybody here, man. But I'm mad appreciative that you took the time out, man. I know you had to relax and keep it cool, but look, hey, you one of the coldest in the city, always will be. And ain't too many people. And ain't too many people that won't stand on that behind me. So I appreciate you taking the time, big brother. I can't wait to see you, man.
We got some special stuff coming for y'all. We got a record coming out on Halloween. It's actually No ID's record. It's called Pray For Me. And the record is featuring Tyree Hakeem, myself, and G Count.
Ooh, G Count. Okay, G Count. Yeah.
G Count is with us now. G Count is with the gods now. G Count is with 12 Majors. He rocking with the gods now.
That's what's up. I just seen the young boy other day. Me and Kende was in Hyde Park. I said, man, they go to little homie, man. And I
forgot his name. Yeah.
Tariq be spitting, man. I like the way the young boy moving. For real.
We got some shit coming for y'all. I pulled Mickey out of retirement just for me. He did a couple
Mickey rapping?
Hey man, only here on the corner where you get these exclusives.
Mickey was like, Mickey was like, only for you. A lot of people have been on me, only. He was like, you the only person I delivered for. I said, man,
He ain't dropped the verse in 15 years. Easy.
Hey,
Easy.
me and Mickey got a song called Tea and Smoke.
Okay, so you got my email address, man. Stop holding the stems, man. Send them over, man. What's going on out here, man?
Stupid, man.
I got a record. I got a record and video coming with me and Slum Village. Okay. I got some shit coming now, man.
Okay. Hey, I'm waiting for it, man. Well, look, brother, I ain't gonna hold you no more, man. I definitely appreciate your time. We will be in contact as always, brother, for real. And if y'all don't have it, go pick up that Quarantine, man. And when I tell you this, brother's real.
Quarantine streaming on all platforms.
I know this man. We go back to fucking 99. You know what I mean? Like, for real. 99, 98, whatever it was. And without hesitation, he said, come on, man.
Animal House.
Exactly.
Animal House.
Exactly. Animal House damage your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we roll.
Animal House.
That's a whole nother episode, man. We're going to get into that, too. We definitely going to get into that. Twone, I appreciate you, brother, for real, man. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Hey,
man. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay blessed.
Bro.
Oh.
Yep. That was a great segment, man.
Yeah, Twone just dropped some jewels, man. And when we get the replay, I'm going to use some of that. But we get right off of Men's Health and Dion's.
He been eating the whole rip, bro.
Cupcake on right now.
The whole rip.
Strawberries.
Unbelievable. That's great.
Sexy back on the podcast. Chocolate covered strawberries.
Hey, watch them diabetes, man. Watch them diabetes.
Don't eat sweets like that.
Let me ask you grown men a question. Who have careers, bank accounts is straight. Do y'all think it's okay to pay all the bills in the house when you have a woman living with you? What's
if y'all don't mind me, go ahead. I'll take off.
Go ahead.
I can't say whatever, motherfucker. I can't say what the next man should or shouldn't do because I don't count pockets. But I personally did that with my life. I lived with someone for a year, and I paid every bill except groceries. And if I was a good boy, she paid the cable bill. You know, I had an extra fucking $75 in my pocket, for the month to do my worst with. But it takes a certain type of man.
Do my worst with, buddy.
Cable bill.
You say what?
Where's the cable bill that's $75?
We had.
That was he talking about 20 years ago.
Yeah, this is a while ago. Yeah.
He back in 2005.
Yes, exactly. And we didn't have a lot of channels either. So, but I mean, it takes a certain kind of man to do that anyway, bro. Because if you paying all the bills, it lends to a certain false belief in this man's eyes that because I pay all these bills, shit, you can do whatever I say.
Facts.
Because I'm doing all this, and that's very, very dangerous, But then you got the financial variables. Like on this show, we talked about what if your woman was a breadwinner? Are you still paying all those bills because you're a fucking man? If you do, you fucking goofy. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't work that way. But on a serious note, before a man do this, I would just say one thing: communicate, talk to this woman because that's an investment. Because you are literally giving away everything you work for, sharing with your partner, your mate, to do this. You know what I'm saying? So my answer is I got no problem with that shit. Sorry.
Wait. Your answer is you got no problem with sharing, not paying all.
I got no problem with paying all the bills.
Okay. So I'm from the school of both people work. You in the house, you work, right? That's how it's kind of brought up. Now, as the breadwinner, let's say if I'm the breadwinner in the house, if I make more, cool, but everybody works, right? And if that means you need to contribute something. I'm not with the whole, I'm the financial whole life. I'm just not with that. That doesn't make sense to me. Because in my mind, I feel like a trick, right? Give a fuck, right? So I'm not finna just be paying for everything. Wow. And you work, so you keep your entire check. You get to do what you want to with your money. You buy a few little groceries here and there. Nah, that math really don't add up. I think both parties should be equally invested, right? And if you're not equal, then hey, if you pay the man pays a little bit more, cool. But Nah, you got to come with it. You got to come with it, especially if you're in a relationship with someone who plays games with the Cuda cat. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Because
you talk like you financing the pussy, bro.
Exactly. Cuda cat.
That's another one of your colloquialisms for vagina.
yes.
All he got to do, Sal, he had that line written.
Yeah.
He wrote that line.
Wait.
Now
He knew he used the sound cue
Now you're writing
on
for
time.
the
He
show.
knew he was going to be confused.
Show's
None of us knew what
live.
was happening. Yeah.
He's writing it, bro. What can I say for this
That
button?
means fuck out of here. What I'm saying is this, okay? I'm not okay with that, right? Because what happens if I lose my job and she hasn't done anything in a year, 2 years, however long? Can you sustain the household? Probably.
That's a good question, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Or have you been stacking your bread to sustain a household, or you just been fucking it
I
up?
think it's Dion. I think it's on Dion.
Go ahead, Dion.
I don't understand this conversation because as much as she hates me now, I have a beautiful wife that doesn't. Yeah, she can't.
She definitely look. She definitely sent your daughter. Go down there to your daddy's basement. We recording this podcast.
Yep.
We fine. Just
I'm in a
just
second.
sit down there with your daddy. Play
On a
with your
second
toys.
level. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, when we got together, we put our money together. We're one, we got married, it's all of our money. Yeah, I pay the bills, but it's all encompassing both of our money. So I pay more. She doesn't pay more. It's an equal amount. We do have our own accounts for our own money.
For sure.
But it works well. We don't really have an issue or want for anything. If you want to get something, get it. I'm more of a, if you want to get it. She's more of a, oh gosh, we have to save because the world and all of that. I've never been that person.
Because the world.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to have a statement about this because I'm not part of that.
No. Yeah, honestly, like it's interesting because we have the exact same perspective, and I'm not married. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I believe it both. It's that you bring something to the table. Now we agree internally on what it is that you bring to the table. Maybe you the person that maybe you the person that knows how to pick the perfect restaurant every time we go somewhere. Maybe you the person that knows how to plan a vacation that is unbelievable. I would have never thought about, never would have had an idea that was something I wanted to do or would enjoy, but you just got that time. You start to find those places where you find your role within the situation, right? Yeah. But strictly financially, yeah, you're gonna want to finance both because there's gonna be that thing that you want to do that I may not really want to do. I might be on the fence, like, not so sure I want to go fucking skygliding. I'm sorry. Might not be on my list of shit, right? But if you really care about it that much and you're willing to finance that part, then I have less reasons to say no.
Even if they pick the same exact restaurant every time.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's always, anyway, well, I won't go there. But anyway, the point being, the point
always
being,
takeover, sir.
Yeah. The point being, like, it is an internal conversation between what you are willing to overstretch for as long as you get something back. And I think that's the key piece, right? It's not about the number. It's about the effort. It's not about the number, it's about the effort. If I put up 600, 700, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 on anything, and I get a response that was, it don't have to be a number basis, but if you really did something that definitely was for me, not for you, and then I get included, but like for me though.
Right. Well, you know what?
Right?
When I said what I said though, okay, my fault, bro.
No, go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead. Go finish up, dog.
No, that was it. Oh,
all right. Hey, man, when I said, it's because I could do it and still had shit left over. I still had cabbage left over on my own. I'm not saying go do that shit and spend your whole check on all the bills. Now you got nothing. That's a fool. You know what I'm saying? If you can do it, do it. It's not tricking if you got it, but it's also tricking if you got it.
That's a great point because
excellent.
For a broke nigga, right? He only get $1,000 for the whole month.
That's terrible.
The new broke nigga is probably $3,500 a month.
He better sell some drugs or something.
$3,500.
OnlyFans.
That's broke nigga, bro. Have you looked at the new tax code?
Okay, let's do this. Let's qualify the new broke dude. Is a new broke dude $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month? Like what's the new broke dude?
Got to be 25 to 3,500.
I'm saying 25, bro. I was at 25. Yep.
25.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be.
Why we got to call it the new broke dude though? The new broke standards.
Because the old broke nigga really probably $1,200, $600 every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Old broke dude was $800 every other 2 weeks. Like he could live on $800 because he stayed with grandma and them house.
That's crazy.
Look. This ain't even really about that. The point, the reason why this is even being brought up is because that is also a part of it. There's a part of this where you have to accept where a person is financially too. So if you're in a situation with somebody who is financially superseding expectations, and that individual really rocks with you, and you got some ideas, you got some potential opportunities, you just happen to be a little in a stagnant space right now. We all been there. I definitely have. Right? So is she willing to take care of the heat on them bills for the next 6 to 7 months while you get that shit together or get in law school or whatever the fuck, or vice versa? You feel what I'm saying? So that's why it's a conversation, is that
I don't have a problem.
Being broke is a thing, and you can be broke and an adult and still looking for somebody to share some finances with.
Yeah, I think my issue comes in when one person is always doing that, right? And the latter isn't doing anything at all. And that's whack as fuck. So fellas, step your game up. Women, step your game up. Women, shit, fuck it. Carry a nigga sometime. Carry it for the rest of your life. I ain't with that, but there's niggas out here that's actually on that, and that's okay. Let's
you only got to do it one time. If you do it one time, she gets 6 months worth of free pay. Do it one time.
Like that.
If a woman do it one time, a man gonna carry the shit for the next 6 months. I promise.
Really
for tricking if you got it.
Really for the rest of his life. So this one, I'm gonna let Dion take off on this one.
We can wrap.
No. I want to do the first date situation. We got time.
Yeah, we'll wrap the show with this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just wanted to know, you guys, what you would consider a perfect first date, and obviously your end game for that first date.
Crush.
To get some vagine. Right?
Vagine?
Say it again, Ma.
Another one of your colloquialisms for vagina.
There you go.
Okay.
So who'd like to go first?
Not me.
Fuck it, man. I mean, I don't really know what the perfect first date is.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, like you just said, bro, it got to end in pussy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. What do you feel the setup is to get to that end game? I got one.
Look here. Feed her. Offer her a cocktail or some tea or something.
No pun intended.
You like tea?
Oh, yeah. What if she might not drink, bro? Give her some tea. You know what I'm saying? Give some green tea on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Take her to Lincoln Park. Take her to a semi-busy spot or entertainment district. Fucking let her choose some shit, and she should be happy for a while. But this is what I tell myself, bro. I told my nephews this, my brothers this, and this is my little advice for people going on first date, because your first date can also be your last fucking date. So that's why you always want some pussy, or you want to win. Don't sound so nasty. You want to fucking win at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? If you go out, man, make sure you enjoy your fucking self. Make sure you enjoy your fucking self, bro. And if it ends, just hopefully it ends in some raw sex, bro. You can just, that's it, man. That's what makes it a great first date, bro.
Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to.
Hey, he said it. Hey, y'all can hate on us again. We get into it a lot. Me and the box are a lot alike. That's why
we bump heads.
Hey, that's why we bump heads. That's my guy.
Pause on bumping heads.
Wait, first of all, speed.
Here we go, man. Here we go. This bullshit.
So have some class. Go on, man.
All right, so there, I think there's
That's
two parts.
why that's my guy. Because we bump heads.
Why you doing this, though, bro?
He said the bump heads part, but that's okay.
All right,
okay, man. I've been booked too many times anyway, bro. So I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. It's all.
If I'm answering your question, a perfect first date is probably
nobody's gonna say nothing about his deep breath before he said it.
Yeah, because I'm about this.
Because he gonna find a way not to ask for pussy at the end of the day. Watch. Come on.
No. I think a perfect first date is the date where you are a perfect gentleman and she calls you the next day, right? Now, that's the PC answer. The real shit is, I probably haven't even dated that much. And anybody in my past that you may have considered a date probably really wasn't a date in my mind. Meet me here. Let's have some drinks. Hopefully we can get it in. Whatever.
So you never did.
No, I definitely dated my wife though. That's something different. Like,
no, I'm talking about like the pickup from the house.
No, like in the traditional sense of dating, I was never that dude. I was never the traditional. It just didn't make sense to me. It never made sense to me to spend my money on someone that I just met or I thought was attractive, and we've barely even had conversations. That's just me. What do you want me to say? I need to get to know you.
You go on Dutch dates?
No, I just
go out. You got
Dutch first date? A Dutch first date?
Did you hear what he just said?
She with it.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yes. I'm echoing your question,
okay.
Dion.
A Dutch.
Yeah, I'm echoing your question. Can you go on Dutch first date?
Let's go to an event. Let's have some fun. Let me see your personality. I'm not sitting down with you and spending.
Wait. No. You moving past the part that's important, which is the Dutch part. So is she meeting you at the box office? Like, are you like buying a ticket and then she buys a ticket and then you come back from the bar?
The box office? What? No. You meet me at this bar. If you don't want me to pick you up and know where you live, meet me at this spot. This is where I'm gonna be at.
Okay, so that's a free joint. That's a free joint.
You gonna be drinking in Long Island when she walk in.
Yeah. Right, but it's free to get in.
Lit.
And then her first drink, when you're not gonna ask her what she wanted to drink,
gonna get her first
buy her own drink.
I don't care. I'll buy a drink. I'm just not buying you steak and shrimp.
As long as it's free to get in.
I don't know you. Why would I? Why would I spend my hard-earned money on you?
Why would you ask?
Hold on, wait.
Because he wants some pussy.
It's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper to have drinks than it is to have drinks and dinner, and then I end up not even liking you. And you're gonna ride in my car and I'm blue. Now you pissed off because I put your ugly ass on a bus. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things that can happen, man. It's a whole lot of things that can happen. I'm not doing that.
Boy,
you definitely approach your first date as your worst date. Like your whole formula for the first date, this is gonna be the worst date that could ever happen to me in my life.
So let me ask
you. It can be your last date. It can be your last date. So what?
It usually is. That's why he's married.
No. Do you think it's okay to spend, let's say, $200 on a woman that you don't know, and that's gonna tell you, okay, good night, and hope that she texts you, and then you gotta text her and say, I had a good time?
All right.
On the first date?
I'm gonna say mine because it's easy. Like when you ask a woman out, you're basically in your mind saying, I want something from her, right? My first date is simple. Okay. My first date is simple. It wasn't just about vagine. Like, it was like, man, I've been wanting to date this girl for a while.
Why? You've been wanting to fuck her for a while. Let's be honest, man.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Listen, man. Let me finish.
I'll
finish? Could you not step on me?
I'm doing the deal. I apologize.
Could you not step on me, man?
Sorry.
Drama in the band. Get it together.
So all I'm saying is there are women that you want more than just vagina from, right?
I agree.
Vagina is a great accomplishment, but what could you do to make me want to text or call you the next day, or make me think about you the next day outside of, man, that was some good ass pussy.
When you're done, I got a question for you, okay?
See,
So-
no. I haven't weighed in yet. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Damn. Let him finish first, Ken.
From now on, Abasi, watch the show and see what I'll be talking about.
Look,
I didn't even get to.
You're still guilty, motherfucker.
I know. I ain't saying I'm not. But these motherfuckers been doing this shit all night.
All day.
You right, Dylan. You right, Dylan.
Ken was stepping on Twone.
So, like I was saying, the whole statement was, what's your first date? You pick her up like a grown man. You don't meet her somewhere. Pick her up from her house.
Facts.
Even if you're late, and my child wouldn't be here if I was 5 minutes later. Let's just say that.
Whoa.
So you go to a nice place that you both like. Get an idea of her. You don't just, hey, you want to go out? You obviously been talking over the last few, days or two. Go somewhere you want to go. Get some margaritas, Lalos per se, because one of them, be smart. One of them makes you both happy. One for $12. It ain't about money. I don't care about money. Swipe it. It's coming back around. Eat whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Have fun. Talk. Do everything. Talk. It's all about communication. If you're not talking and having it, if you're just doing like what mine doing, so you just eating, you like the food, you ain't gonna talk to her no more.
No,
you shouldn't even be eating your food because you're talking so much. Food is like secondary.
Very good point, Stace. Very good point, Stace. I will give you proper point. I apologize for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
Apologize for cutting you off. But I agree. I think that, at first when this question popped up, I'm like, look, I'm not gonna give y'all the game for the free. Like Dion invited a lady on here like 3 weeks ago. They told me stop giving away free advice because I could sell it apparently on OnlyFans. So I'm not telling you where to go, but what I will echo is what Dion laid down, which is go somewhere where you have an opportunity to learn more about this person. It should be something that has enough interesting things going on that if it's dry and if she's still, in her bag, if you will, she's still a little bit kind of, tight, then she should at least be able to experience something that you took her to that will, interest her. And then while she's being interested, peep the scene, see what it is that she's interested in, right? It should certainly be something that's not too loud, but also loud enough, right? It should certainly be something that, exactly. And I'll say this, grown men, period. Don't take her somewhere where you don't know what's happening. Unless you got expert level game, like this is real shit. Unless you got expert level game, if you roll in a situation where you don't have any idea how shit operates here, you don't know nobody there, and this is your first date situation, one potential hiccup can actually make you look real substandard.
Who gives a fuck, man?
So definitely don't take nobody on new play.
Go to a comedy club, sit in the front row.
Took somebody to the comedy club, wasn't the first date, but an early date, and he called her a bitch. And the comedian called her a bitch right in front of me and her.
What you do?
I didn't even go to jail. but yes, excellent. When one, she could hold her own. She treated that dude, and his whole shit changed up. But the point is, know something about where you're going to. Make sure you have some. Call ahead, even if it's simple. What time do y'all see? What do y'all like? Just ask basic little shit, because if she sees that your procedural game is together, she's gonna open up, right? If you can get her from the car, or like Dion said, if you can get her from the crib all the way to the establishment, to her seat, for her experience that you customized for her, If you can do that,
Customized.
You have to be the focal point. You two. All the ambiance and shit around is just like background noise. Watch Love Jones, motherfucker.
Can I just, before we wrap, I think we're dealing with two different things, right?
Yep.
Because when you use the word date, I think a man only dates someone that he really likes, right? Someone he's into. So those things that you guys are saying make sense.
You said first date. How can you possibly have a first date with someone that you're really into and really like?
In your mind, you think this person's gonna be the person for you. So you created all the scenarios in your head. So now you're like, hey, this first date, boom, I set it off this way. We do it this way. This is gonna happen, and we're gonna be feeling each other. That men do that. We do that shit.
So this is your first like specific date, not like you don't. This ain't a new person. You already kicked it with this person. You know this person.
There's a lot of first dates. What
I'm trying to get the clarification.
Is what I was.
We didn't define dating.
Are saying is what I'm saying. Like if you're going on a date with this woman,
that means as a man we have to like her. I like you. I've had conversations with you. I think it's okay to spend money on you. I'm not just coming out my body and fucking saying, hey, I just met you last night. I was drunk, but fuck it. I want to go out again. You want me at 7? Dinner on me, drinks, then you leave me. No pussy. Fuck out.
Quick question for all y'all.
Is that not a date? I'm confused, bro. None of this is lining up.
If people have different definitions of things, man, but I got a question. I listened to Dion's scenario, his breakdown, Kende's breakdown, what Amon said he would do. So now I'm looking at Kende and Dion, and you do all this that you said you would do. It's impressive, whatever. You get to the point where now you are about to be intimate. What if it's trash after all they're dealing with?
Bro, listen. I don't go on dates to be intimate, to be honest. Like I know it sounds weird.
I didn't say that, bro.
That is what you do all that. That's the implication. The implication is that, let me tell you something, Abasi, on some real shit. Like real shit. I probably will turn down sex with a woman.
Flex.
First
yeah, that's fine.
Not for flex, simply because I still don't know you.
Kende, that's fine, bro.
When I see first date for me is we met briefly, we exchanged information, and now we gonna go try and get up together. That's a first date for me. So like I still don't know you, right?
Okay, fine.
So, like, I'm not trying to get down on the first night, bro.
See, I think the way Amon had described it is what you're describing right now, McKinday. When you meet somebody the first time ever and you're like, hey, let's get up and talk. That's a get to know you.
Right.
A first date is we're talking for the last couple weeks. We're setting something up. We're courting each other. Now,
there you go.
First date is the epitome. Let's see if this is going to work and we're going to move forward. That's all I was trying to say.
I still stand by my earlier statement. You do something, you show her what you can show her. You show her what you can expose her to. Whatever you have in your tool belt. If you're a police officer, take her to the gun range. Let her see the power of that motherfucker.
What gun you talking about?
I'm saying any woman, right? Because that's something that you can show her and that you can protect her by, that you know what's going down.
So look at it. Like it wasn't the first date, but I took a girl. I took Steph. I took her to a Bulls game. She didn't like basketball like that, but that was a flex date.
That's great. You should. Yep.
You know what I'm
Beautiful.
Saying? But she already knew that. But it's like you got to say it. She always make fun of me now because that night I was super flex, man. Yeah, I got this taco I'm about to buy, and I'm getting in a Trailblazer. You know, I'm super flexing that she don't even care about that shit. That's why you have to get to know that person and see what it is. But, you know, taking to a Bulls game, like you were saying, if you're a cop, take it to the gun range. Sometimes women just want to talk, man, and get to know.
You're a promoter, man, you know, maybe take it to clubs, you know. You know what I mean? You got the plugs here.
Let me take it to a Michael Jordan party.
I'm going to need y'all to subscribe. Boy, it's so much game I can give y'all.
Good question.
It's so much
game. Excuse you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Excuse you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I get what y'all think, but the thing is that there's a background level I was so.
Look here, my same question still stands, man. After all that you said, get to know somebody. You're getting to know them. All this, you go on, you court them, you go on several dates. Since Kende don't like, pussy on the first date half the time, it's fine, and you don't have to fuck on the first date. Fine. You get to the point where y'all finna be intimate. Y'all about to be intimate. That's why I was asking. Not just the first date. You guys are both of you are about to be intimate. And you fuck. And it is no good. Then what?
All right, so it all encompasses, I guarantee every man on this show has a different definition of not good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. No, for sure. No. I mean, not good. Not good to me could be great to somebody else. Like
right.
That's what I just said.
Another man's treasure. I understand.
I'm just waiting for an answer, though. I'm waiting for an answer.
If it's not good, then you pretty much Ghostbusters.
I've never doubled back. So,
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Hey man, you know what? This is actually, we might have just stumbled onto something else, and we can table it, man, because the definition.
Write it down before you forget that shit, dog.
Yeah, I know the definition.
Please.
That Dion used is different than the definition of date that women use, and the same definition that Kende uses, date is different. So I think we just realized three different.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I think we actually agreed, but we started at different points in the conversation.
Yeah.
We both agreed that there's a difference between you just met her last night and you invite her out versus you're courting her. We agreed on that. What was different is that my opinion is that your first date, whatever that may be, whether it's the second day after you met her or the 10th day after you text her, I think the date is the same. That's where we differ. But it was just
right. We all agreed on.
We have a class on this. You motherfuckers listen. Let me tell you something. I had 3 people hit me up this week. Hey man, I really like the podcast, McKinney. But it's like, they don't be understanding where you coming from. And I'm like, you know why? Because I don't be telling these motherfuckers. Like,
bring them on the show.
For Paraguay and Africa and every other viewer.
That's what's also funny too, man. Like we all have different perspectives from people who watch the show, which is
right.
Everybody sees something different. And, I love that, man. So again, it's the corner combo. It's 4 mics, 4 guys, 4 perspectives.
Hey, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Our shows are about to look different.
Yeah,
we're about to flex on you fools.
Yeah, we have something, a major announcement coming. We're not gonna Profits are up.
Pinnacle everywhere. Pinnacle for everybody.
Want the smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have competition, right?
That's what happens when you one in Chicago, man. And it's hard.
There's definitely about to be a level up that only certain people can actually get access to. And let's just say there could be a few people left in the motherfucking pastures.
Profits are up.
And we want the smoke.
All of it, fam.
I always want to shout out everybody that's listening. Okay, our listenership, our viewership on YouTube. Hey, look, we just actually hit a crazy number, and it's still growing. In less than a week, or about a week's time, last week's episode, it's like almost at 2,400, which is 2.3K or whatever it reads on YouTube.
What's the name of the episode for them people?
The Big Beef or Big Beefing, episode 16.
But hey, before we leave, Abasi made a great point about that too. So about the title of the show and how people are like, I don't want to call it clickbait. It's just like they click and they want to see what things is. They found out the juiciness and the tenderness of the cut of beef. It's succulence. It's the greatest thing ever. You cut into that meat and the juice oozes out, and then you put it in your mouth. And if you got
these are literally moments where I have to ask myself, can I still stay on this podcast and keep
all I'm saying is,
like, I feel like I have to weekly. Every week I gotta figure out how to do it.
We call this here a little twin. Wow. Nigga.
All I was saying was, if you close your eyes when you eat something, it's really good, man. And you just
So y'all continue to check it out.
Eat box on the first date.
As we speak, 2.6. As we speak, 2.6. Now y'all gotta check out 16 and keep doing 16. So shout out to the Corner Convo. Shout out to our listenership. Those numbers are way up. We just appreciate everybody, man. Link, share, subscribe like you guys are doing on YouTube, the Corner Convo podcast page on YouTube, on Facebook, the Corner Convo, and on IG, the Corner Convo.
One last thing. We actually had the opportunity to get together for the first time, all four of us in the first room. Like, y'all don't know that. It's the first time that all four of us have ever been in the same room. It's always been combinations of three. So y'all will see more information about that at a later date. But I just want to say, man, it was love to see all you brothers in the same room, man. That was a phenomenal. And Abasi, hey, look, I'm going to give Abasi his full credit. Abasi picked up like 85% of the tab. Like, he paid for like all the people's drinks.
He was flexing all night, man.
Hey,
tried to get him a sandwich from across the street. He ain't want it now, man.
I'm definitely.
He want nothing.
He's drinking.
He's about to check the company account.
What's up, brother?
I'm gonna see he's using the company
I had my son's sweater on, and McKinday saw that as soon as I got out the
Facts.
Oh, wait till y'all see the
pictures.
Bro, wait till you see the pictures.
They ain't ready.
It's like right above his navel, right up top.
One time for the one time, Mr. Corner Convo.
Amon out here with his daughter's sweater.
And Amon was overdressed though. Amon was severely overdressed.
Yeah. Abasi looked like he belonged on a spiritual path flight. Like,
but on the court,
he had his blue shirt tucked in.
But who can know?
Oh man,
like
I'm
the
not
church
fucking with y'all,
basketball team.
I'm not fucking with y'all.
Y'all still going? Like, when I play the outro, that means get the fuck out.
hey, my church gonna kill y'all. Y'all got y'all five.
Hey, I got bow tie pants. I got bow tie pants where I'm coming from too.
He said, I can see my wallet in the picture.
Hey, are we done or are y'all finished? What are we doing?
No, I got plenty more, but we got to stop.
I got to go to work anyway, man. So fuck work, fuck 12. But they pay good.
What's up that time again? We're trying. Hey, we're getting there.
Want to do it again?
Yeah, we're trying.
All right.
Shout out to Tommy Skill.
That's not bad.
Ain't bad.
Ain't bad.
Hey, look, it's always a pleasure rocking with you brothers.
Yes, indeed.
Till next week. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep listening. Tell a friend, shake a hand. The Corner Convo. Profits are up. Appreciate you, brothers.
Yes, indeed. It's all love.
Mo.